These new marketing strategies from the future will blow your mind. Marketing is transforming every year. In this video, I will talk about what's in store for marketing in 2025, what tools will even the largest businesses use, and how you can stay ahead of the curve to be the first to succeed. Let's go. Let's address the elephant of the room. What is the newest technology out there? It's AI. You've heard about it, you're probably using it, but the way you use it will probably change over time. And if you learn how to truly leverage AI, you will be the king in your industry. So how will AI actually change marketing in 2025? Well, AI is going to revolutionize customer targeting, predictive analysis, and content creation. What are the benefits of using machine learning in campaigns? Well, from automation to smart decision making, the impact is huge. How can business integrate these technologies in their strategies? I'll share the key tips for implementation. AI is going to revolutionize how you will understand who your customer is. It already revolutionized how many big brands out there find out who their target customer is, because it can analyze huge amount of data and really pick up which product is right for each customer. I'll give you a crazy example. A few years ago, a 16-year-old girl walked into Target, she made her purchases, she went and paid for it, and then a couple of weeks later, she got a pamphlet in the mail suggesting products for pregnant women. Her father was outraged when he saw it. Why is Target suggesting that his 16-year-old daughter is pregnant? What's going on? Well, sure enough, they found out that the girl was actually pregnant. She did some funny business in school perhaps. But the point is, AI figured out based on her purchase patterns that she was pregnant. A lot of the times, I remember from my own wife when she was pregnant that she wanted specific things as a pregnant woman. In fact, that girl didn't even realize she was pregnant, but by buying certain items, perhaps like pickles or whatever it may be, AI knew based on the patterns that it's seen previously from pregnant women that this girl is pregnant. So similarly, AI will help you as well identifying who should be your target customer, because sometimes you miss out on potential from your product that you didn't even think about. As I mentioned in one of my other videos, Play-Doh was initially created to clean up walls. People stuck it to the wall to clean up the surfaces. But later it was discovered that the kids actually loved playing with it, and they commercialized it as a toy. Perhaps the product or service you offer today, you don't even know who the target customer is. If you describe your product to AI, maybe it will help you identify new use cases and new target audience. Furthermore, it will help you personalize whatever content that you're creating to be just for your target audience. Once AI knows who the target audience is, it will suggest to you which content you should be creating based on the data, based on the analytics. It will prompt you with the right strategies that you can easily implement and follow. I envision in the near future, most of the ads that you will see will be completely AI driven. AI will create the messages, AI will create the visuals that will help you communicate with your customer. Personalization is critical nowadays. Now you can target somebody in their private time straight on their phone. Basically, you're always communicating with your potential customers. We always carry this in our pockets, and this is a device that communicates with us. AI will know a way to communicate with us. For example, if you've recently seen the launch of iPhone 16, one of their key selling points is Apple Intelligence. Well, what does that mean? Now they've built in AI into your phone that will monitor everything you do, everything you buy, everything you look at, everyone you talk with. Sounds a bit scary, right? Well, it is. But at the same time, businesses will leverage it. It's inevitable that it will be part of our life. We will interact with AI on a day-to-day basis. We have already been interacting with AI. Each time you make a search on Google, each time you do anything on Facebook, the AI is following the pattern of your behavior. But now, with Apple Intelligence, literally everything in your phone will be scrutinized to personalize the content for you. So, as an advertiser, you can really laser focus on the type of person who you have identified to be your target audience, because you will know a lot more information about them. And that is probably why, at the end of the day, Apple is implementing Apple Intelligence. It's not just to assist you in day-to-day life. Sure, that will happen a lot, but it's also to understand who you are as a consumer, because all these big companies, they ultimately sell their data to the advertisers. You can argue for and against that. In this video, we're not going to discuss that. In this video, we're simply discussing how we can leverage the future. This is an inevitable future. Most likely, you'll benefit from using this technology as a consumer or as a business user, but you can also benefit as a business owner trying to promote your product or service to the right customer. Because that AI in all the iPhones, and guess what? Google will follow and everybody else will. Apple always sets the trend. You can really understand your consumer and find them, and that is critical. I dedicated a whole video about targeting customers. You should definitely watch that. Whenever you target the right customer for your product, the chance of conversion is astronomically higher than just blanket advertising. For example, if you put a billboard on the freeway trying to sell a bottle of wine, how many people are really interested in wine on the freeway? Maybe a handful. So the effectiveness of that advertising is going to be maybe 1%, even if you're lucky. But if you've analyzed the behavior of people that are on their phone, and you know for a fact that one person is really interested in wine, he's a connoisseur, he likes the red type of wine that you produce, and you put that advertisement on his phone through a different website or some kind of a message or an email, that person will appreciate seeing it. And you can argue positively that this change in human behavior is a positive shift, because I personally don't like seeing ads that I'm not interested about. I want to see ads that will impact my life in a positive way, something that truly addresses the problems that I'm trying to solve in my life. So perhaps, yes, there will be a negative side to it, less privacy, etc., etc. And again, this video is not about that, but the benefit of it, if you present a product or a solution to the right person at the right time, it will benefit both the consumer and the business that's trying to sell it to them. Let's talk about the specifics of how a person might be interacting with the content that is presented to them. One of those ways is through social media. Social media will actually feed with Apple and other type of AI that will analyze our trends and our behaviors, and they will have that information. So then next time you go to Facebook and you're creating an ad, you can specify what type of person you're looking for. In Facebook ads, you can be very granular. There are, however, some exceptions. For example, within real estate, there are limitations to what you can advertise. Real estate specifically, they will protect against discrimination, and you will not be able to pick certain demographics. But for most other things, when there is no discrimination, choosing somebody that, let's say, likes Shakespeare, and you're selling books that are similar to Shakespeare, or somebody that's interested in building a new home and your business is a construction business, magic happens. You will show your ad to the right person in the right place at the right time. Furthermore, if your business is connected to e-commerce, if you're selling products online, there will be a lot more AI-assisted shopping experience, even when it's a service. For example, going on Amazon as a consumer in 2025 might not be just simply searching for a product. You might be describing to Amazon what you're trying to solve, and Amazon will recommend products that will help you solve your problem. This is actually already implemented on Yelp. If you go to Yelp, they have an AI assistant. You will describe the problem that you have. Let's say you have a broken air conditioning. You can be more granular with your problem. You can say, my thermostat is not turning on. And it will target the exact type of business that has expertise in fixing the problem. Now, let's reverse things. You're not the consumer that's looking to solve the problem, but you're the business that's offering the solution. So now you can tell Yelp the exact solutions that you solve. You can boost them. They have a section on their website when you're creating an ad, so you can boost a keyword such as thermostat repair. So next time the consumer is typing to the AI, my thermostat is broken, it will pair you up with your business that says expert in thermostat repair. And that is a big shift in the way we will advertise in 2025. Because now we have to think, how will AI analyze me as a business, and who will AI recommend me to? Furthermore, technology will be a lot more immersive as the time comes. Now our Apple phones actually have already 3D image scanning, and there are Apple goggles you can put on and you can experience augmented reality. And I think that trend will actually progress more and more in the future. There's also Facebook came out with Ray-Bans that have augmented reality. You will wear essentially regular sunglasses or maybe contact lenses, look at your normal environment surrounding you, and all of a sudden you see some kind of a problem. Let's say you have a broken wall. The glasses will analyze the broken wall and will recommend a local repairman that you can call with a tap of a button that will come and repair your wall. And to stay ahead of the curve, you want to make sure that you're signed up to these platforms that will make the recommendation to the consumer to have you come out and repair those issues. Or whatever service you're selling, you want to be the one that's being recommended. Another critical factor is having good brand reputation. When AI will analyze who you are, it will not want to suggest a person or a business that solves problems in a mediocre fashion. It will always try to pick the best guy for the job, the best business, the best product that has the highest amount of positive reviews and has good credibility to send out, because it also wants to reassure that customers will want to continue using it for future problems. For example, Yelp AI will try to recommend businesses that have really strong 5-star review rating, because it will know that that person is more likely to solve the problem. It's not enough that they may list that they're an expert in solving thermostat problems. They also have to have a track record that proves that they can do this consistently. Same thing with products. In the future, and even today, Amazon will recommend more and more products that have good consumer experience. Amazon wants to also prompt their own brand recognition and build their own trust with their consumers, and they don't want you returning stuff. Returns cost a lot of money for businesses, for platforms, for retailers. They want to avoid returns. So even if your product will solve a certain problem, they will not recommend it unless it has consistently good reviews and good customer experience. They will analyze your data, they will analyze your reviews, and they will analyze the return patterns. So you want to make sure you build a product or brand that is very solid and has good reputation online and offline. Integrate this as a principle into your business and into your strategies. Create a product that people will not complain about. Even when you make mistakes, make it right. So the ultimate feedback that's available online about your company is always positive. So without a strong brand, your marketing just simply won't work. And without knowing all the trends that are leading in the future, you will be left behind. And to stay ahead of the curve, subscribe and check out the next video. Thank you for watching.